What is going on, family? Welcome back to another DXP live show where we give alpha like we don't really care. Hope you all doing well. Happy Saturday night to you, your family, the rest of your clan, and I hope you guys are doing really well. Let me just move myself out of the way. We're going to start off with something that most people have missed. Take a quick peek at the market. I want to give a big shout out to Ram for bringing this bad boy to my attention. Let me just share the screen. Entire. Yeah, let's do this. So big shout out to Ram. What's happening, brother? HB in the building. Got Diamond in the building as well. Some live from Loki in the building as well. Big shout out to Pratik. Big up Maria from Lingo. Big shout out to every single one of you for turning up. And big up to Ram if he's not already here. Because this is mad. This thing here has just come out and blasted off. 2 billion valuation. But guys, good times are coming. Very good times are coming. Yeah, big up Ram, the man of the hour. Hope you're doing well, brother. It's hard to kind of do the in-depth research to all of these at the same time. But this was brilliantly called in our Discord by my brother Ram here. Just give everyone a shout out first. Get your names up on the screen. Let's effing go, brothers. Let's go. Yeah, big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Patu in the building. Good evening to you too, brother. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, I that exactly. That's what I'm referring to. Exactly. And that was fantastic. That was really, really fantastic. We just stop these beats for a minute. So guys, let me know if you can hear. Big up Steve from Yorkshire, my brother. Big up to Samantha, Link, Arweave, ICP, Lingo, Say, Cpool, Props, Creo, Prime, AIXBT, Virtuals, Epic, Inspect, Sensei, and Soul. That is a very solid lineup. In fact, you've got projects there that will do incredibly well. SPX, Nero CTO, Blub, T-Bull, and Mudeng. Well done, Samantha, for acquiring a fantastically diversified portfolio. And of course, we are going to get straight into the show, but I'll come back and talk about these projects because what you have there is a solid list. Let me know if you can hear this piece, guys. Brilliant. You can't hear it, right? Right. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Let's do something else instead. I'll stop sharing that screen. StreamYard is just ridiculous, man. So what we're going to do is we are going to share. Yeah, you should be able to hear it now. Let me know if you don't.
The crypto industry taking on big banks as lawmakers in Washington debate the future of digital currency regulation. Emily Wilkins joins us now with more on that. Hi, Emily.
Hey, Mike. Well, yeah, a battle between the banks and crypto is heating up over a wide-ranging bill on how to regulate crypto. Now, the tensions brought senior executives from both industries to D.C. this week, including Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong.
payments and stablecoins, new types of investments and asset classes, capital formation, credit, like all these things can get reinvented, made more efficient in the crypto world. And that's ultimately what we're trying to do. We're trying to create more economic freedom in the world and update the financial system.
At the heart of the debate, banks want to ban crypto exchanges like Coinbase from offering rewards to customers, saying they are too much like interest payments that were banned in the recent stablecoin bill. And there is a lot at stake here. A Treasury Department report found 6.6 trillion could be transferred from bank deposits to stablecoins, driven in part by consumers trying to get the best bang for their buck. Banking advocacy groups are warning that that will constrict capital flow. JP Morgan Chase's Jamie Dimon was also on Capitol Hill yesterday, speaking with lawmakers on the economy. But he told me that he's not against crypto, but that lawmakers need to be very thoughtful about any regulations that they're putting in place. And we expect to see more on this bill in the next couple of months as lawmakers are expected to begin marking it up and taking initial votes on it. Mike?
Emily, it's interesting. Aside from this measure of perhaps these crypto exchanges offering rewards, what are the other contentious areas? Because it's interesting. If banks want their own package of deregulatory measures to go through, and they're obviously going to get some of those. And I just wonder where else some of the tension might be.
Mike, it's a great question. I mean, the main crux of this bill is actually trying to regulate crypto, trying to say when is crypto a commodity, when's it a security, and how that needs to break down. But of course, this has actually come up in part because if you remember the stablecoin bill that previously passed, it does prohibit crypto from getting interest, but it allows it for these crypto exchanges. And so what banks are saying is, hey, we see you're working on this other crypto bill. If you could just make that change, close that loophole, we'd appreciate that. Crypto, of course, wants to make sure that it's keeping open. And really, this is the big tension point that we've heard on Capitol Hill in terms of getting this bill done, what that's going to look like. I did speak with one senator, Senator Cynthia Lummis. She's one of the leaders on this bill, and she says she doesn't think any changes are needed, basically endorsing the ability for crypto exchanges to continue offering these rewards.
Right. So then Brian Armstrong came out. What you're really seeing, guys, is the beginning of the banks throwing the last dice at stopping crypto altogether. That's insane. Now, when you think about what's about to happen with the bill, and when you think about the real innovation that's taking place, so this is the huge news that came out of SUI. Any SUI holders, any ecosystem plays, SUI will absolutely go nuts in the back of this. Now, this may take, like I've always maintained, SUI's true potential to be able to be considered as a Solana killer, which is impossible now, is going to be the next cycle. Having said that, SUI Network selected as a launch partner of Google's agentic payments protocol. This is absolutely huge. And of course, the news came out of Mr. Labs. And right now, Google is partnering with SUI. Now, think about this as a AP2 built on a broad industry support. We are collaborating with 60 plus organizations, including American Express, A&T International, Aiden, Coinbase, and of course, SUI as well. This is huge. And of course, they've announced that through the Mr. Labs. If you want to know what's going on with SUI, it's probably a good idea to follow Mr. Labs. But this is big. And again, the AI agents, DeFi AI is going to be a major narrative, guys. So just have some exposure either to the layer one. I've always said layer one AI, non-negotiable is Tau. Layer one that is going to go mainstream is, SUI is a heads and shoulders above in terms of speed. It just hasn't got the traffic yet like Solana has because of the shit coins. Okay. But this is a pretty big news, guys. It's a big deal. And I think we should be able to take advantage of that. Okay. Just to give you an update on what's going on in the market today, again, in terms of the overall, the coins with the most transactions, it's good to keep an eye out on this. Of course, A lot of people, of course, stable coins will be there, but you have Tron leading the way. It's funny because Stellar Lumens, nobody talks about Stellar Lumens, but in terms of volume, always comes up in there. You've got the big boys basically. Now, overall, the market is dominated by Asta. Like I said, Asta was called by Ram in our Discord last week, and a great call, fantastic call. It seems to me it's very clear where the direction of the market is. But let's have a look at this. I like to use this metric as where we are as of now. 115 for Bitcoin expected. We've got, I mean, the weekly is quite important. So we were looking for sell the news, and that's what we got. But you don't see it in a 24-hour kind of trade. You have to sit back and really think about what's been happening in the week. And I always like to look at this column here on what's gone during that week. BNB, obviously over $1,000. I got a friend who got into BNB around 20 cents all those years ago. Big congratulations to him. And I had to send him some flowers today and say, yo, you have, you've made generational money. Even $1,000 would have done it. But hyperliquid is also an interesting one if you're looking at the long-term future. Now, some of you have obviously put, was it Avantis, in the description, and I'll come back to that. I think a lot of the Avantis hype is justified in the sense that if we actually get a nice retracement on a lot of these projects, guys, as long as you identify what the movers are, Avantis is literally the base version of hyperliquid. So if you're not in hyperliquid or haven't got into hyperliquid, $54, this was sitting around, I think 12, 13, 14 bucks not too long ago. But it's already run this cycle, in my opinion, $14 billion. What's been running? Avalanche has had a tremendous month. If you see this column here, the monthly and the yearly, you'd see Avalanche is green on the weekly, the monthly, the yearly. That had a great run. Sui, 164% for the year, 6% for the month, 4% down in the week. And that's the top 100. I saw H-bar is raring to go as well. If you're holding some of these big top 100 tokens. There we go. World Liberty Financial. I still think at 22 cents for those who trade, World Liberty Fi will absolutely rock it. So it'd be a nice little 10x leverage whenever the chart really bottoms out. And then you've got the likes of Aptos hasn't moved. The one that has absolutely killed it this entire month is Neo Protocol. If you traded Neo Protocol through my alerts in the Discord, I think you've done very, very well. So that's the story of the top 100 guys. Pump Fund, of course, being very strong. Kaspa sitting at what, 2.2 billion still. But if you look at Kaspa over the last year, minus 50%, down on the month, and 5%, 5.5%, 5.9% for the week. Still a very, very good. I think if they announce the smart contracts, we should see rockets there. And then again, top 100 is fairly straightforward, but my eyes are always on the likes of Bit Tau. I think that is a generational coin. On those $3 billion, we still haven't seen the hype brought by the TradFi money yet. I expect that to take off really, go into the multiple billions of dollars. And then we got Say sitting just under $2 billion, volume 110 million. Again, Say's on discount, 24-hour drop, but it's up 9% for the week. And I think there's a lot of work going on in Say, especially when it comes to some of the partnerships that they've got. Then top 100, really, I mean, after Aerodrome Finance, 1.2 billion. Now the news of the base token, otherwise it's up 45% for the year. But this is purely down to the fact that Base are going to launch their tokens. But it's up 46% for the year. We should see multiple billions of dollars in this bull market. One that doesn't really get a look in, and it's down since launch, really, is Sonic. And again, that's just a trading opportunity. I won't be holding that in spot. So yeah, that goes to top 100. And again, we will look at other things as well. I will take a look at your coins, the coins that you've mentioned in the chat box. We talked about Sui. We talked about Mr. Labs. We talked about the banks shitting themselves because the crypto. So the Clarity Act will come into law, and I think that's what they're fighting for right now. In terms of let's get the serious stuff out of the way first, because to be honest, a lot of people are making, I've posted about this in terms of the overall liquidity in the market. And what we're seeing here is a liquidation map for Bitcoin, but not on a weekly or whatever, but this is a 3-month liquidation data. And what you're seeing is majority of the liquidity is to the downside. Don't be afraid. If they send the markets back, which obviously we expect to happen at some point, they will always do so in a manner. I think they will wick it down. But 3 months liquidation data compared to, if we look at 24 hours, the picture then changes drastically. So we've got liquidity here, and we've got liquidity up above, evenly split over the next 24 hours. Just kind of zoom this in so you can actually see where majority of the liquidity is. The 117, and the nearest liquidity here is, I do believe, 114K will have some decent liquidity as well. But 24 hours is just way too small to gauge where they send the market. But when you go into the 48 hours, again, evenly split, but I see more liquidity to the downside. And then we look at the 3 days. So as we go into next week, you can see here 118,000 is the level that the market wants to go to over the next 3 days, because that is where the potential, that's where actually all the money is. So all the money over 3 days, which is probably a better engagement, a better indicator, is towards the upside. Now we could potentially go there and then reverse. Market grabs that liquidity. Market makers always do that. That is the way these things work. All right. Now, I got a lot of people that I absolutely love in this channel, and a lot of them don't believe the bull market is going to happen. So what I did today was I did an overlay of this chart, and it is absolutely going accordingly, swimmingly, as they say. So if you look at this purple line is, let's go and actually share this with you before I start ranting by myself. Let's go to, which window should we go to? Yeah, let me take you to this window. This is all the alpha, man. So what we have here is micro stocks. So we've got the Russell. I spoke about this today in my video, and we talked about the total 2. Now, I'm a big believer in that the total 2, let's go to the weekly. I'm a big believer that the total 2 is an indicator for Altseason. And when you overlay that with the Russell 2000, you absolutely see what the hell's going on. And once the total 2 breaks out, and it's quite scary how they actually follow each other. I mean, it's to the T, because that's where we, the Russell 2000 is what we mimic. So if you believe the bull market's going to happen, right, without a breakout of the total 2, then you might as well sell your bags and leave, right? you might as well gather your, this is the first time in about the last 3.5, 4 years that we need to be bullish. We genuinely need to be bullish, because once these things take off, they take off. But the total 2 here and the Russell 2000 are poised for a major breakout. When it comes, it will be sudden, it will be fast, and you will have no exit plan, because that's how you're going to ride the bag back, right? That's how you're going to come back down with your existing bag. And if you're here today, you're not going to do that. So we're looking to some key projects. We're looking to some meme coins. But guys, what I'm personally seeing, I know I've been urging caution for the last 90 days. And I've done a video saying, yo, they're gonna rig us, they're gonna send us back down. But if you are in crypto today and you're sitting here mid-September and we've just had the rate cuts and you're still feeling bearish and you're not sure what the F is going on and whether this cycle is going to run into 2026, which is something that I've addressed, make no mistake about it. Generational money is coming your way. Now, whether you believe me or whether you believe the people that call for the bear market now, that's totally up to you. But what I'm showing you here is, if you do the maths, the micro stocks, the stock market, are risk on, right? Once they break out of the total 2, which follows it in accumulation and breakouts as well as dumps, because here what we had, the reason why these two charts follow each other is because over here we had the QE. So if you're holding your micro cap now, whether it's a meme coin, whether it's a technical micro cap, and this happens, right? If this breaks out like this, and they follow each other like they are here, let me just go back up and give you more screen. If they follow back up like they are here, right here, you saw this in 2021, and then QE came. As soon as quantitative easing came, guess what? We had, for both of them, we had this price action, right? Very, very easy to understand, very clear. You don't need to stress. You don't need to worry about your microcap not pumping now, because the way they pump is going to be exponential. And now we're going into an environment where basically we're here, right? We're here like the 2021 cycle, and we should be able to, once we break out of these, if I just drag this across, right? Once we break out of this level, for the Russell 2000 and the total 2, which follow each other, what you will see is your bags go, okay, forget about 5, 10, 15, 20% gains on your portfolio. This is when you're going to see the real money. This is when we're going to see the 50, the 100Xs, the 200, the 1,000, whatever. So people, chill the F out, work on your portfolio. Don't worry if your micro cap is down now, because unfortunately, that's just the way they work. But if you see how they come up and literally just equalize your entry, this is the indicator. You pay attention to this and you will make a lot of money. Once we break out of here, there is no coming back until we come back again for the next bear market. Absolutely none. So yeah, I'll come back to your questions, but I am feeling extremely, extremely bullish. This is the first time since the kind of like last year when Trump came, when we had that euphoria, when Trump came in, we all got our backsides handed to us. This is the first time I'm absolutely thinking, okay, you know what? Deploy more capital into the market now. And of course, as we deploy more capital into the market, we are taking more risks, but this is now, not before, like never, like since April, like right now in the next dip, whenever it comes, just go nuts with it. All right. Just sort your bags out, sort your life out. Your portfolio is your business. Get some good meme coins, get some quality projects, and sort your portfolio out into long-term hold and tradable assets, and you will be absolutely fine. Okay, my friends, let me come to your questions, and let's just get up with CoinGecko here. Let me share this one first. So yeah, let me know what coins you're looking at. Let me know how bullish you are on your coins. What are you buying today? And of course, that was the whole premise of my show. Thank you to Samantha for letting us know what she's holding. Big up to Jenny here. And let's continue with it. Let me just put some sound back into the. Bro said all you need is pop, Zypher, network. I hope so, man. Take a look at these. By the way, you know, the smaller market caps, you know, your Heroes of Marvius, your you know, all of the AI techs, the Alephiums, even based AI is up 50% today. Unbelievable, right? But of course, we gotta be open-minded in our portfolios because not every project is gonna make it, right? So pop. Zypher pop. Yes. Zypher network. So we're talking privacy. Sorry, decentralized audit layer for AI. It's on BNB. I'm not going to lie, this actually looks good because it's got very good backers. Right? So there's projects that we've had before. Let's go here. So yeah, it looks very good. Very good hash keys there. You got good backers here, you know. So I think this is a very strong very strong project. $12 million market cap, fully diluted on BNB. Is it on Binance yet? Yeah, looks decent. Looks decent. Good shout. Absolutely great shout. You see how my so yeah, that's a good shout, man. That's a very good shout. OVPP. What do you think about this one? There's a rug. So I haven't actually bought this one, but I know the lads in the VIP Discord where we posted it, and I think the guys traded it. I'm not sure what's going on if anyone still holds it. $79 million market cap, and the chart has come back down. Still got decent trading volume, and pretty much at low levels. Have they got listings? Let's have a look at their listings. XT.com, LCX, Mexi. I haven't seen any rumors. I really don't track it, but good circulation. I'm not really sure what the FUD on this is, but it has pumped. So you'd expect a lot of these fundamental plays do this. Blockchain. So what is this? I remember taking a look a couple of times, but obviously I can't remember all of them. The Internet Energy, the first decentralized payment and tokenization layer. OpenVP Solutions. Isn't it similar to Grass? There's another one as well. There's another one that I'm mining. I forgot what it's called. I have the mining app, but it's been shit. So I don't know. I mean, to be fair, it looks like it just looks like Grass. It just has that Grass feeling about it, you know, and Grass is a big established project. Stable coins on for energy tokenization. I'm not really keen on the entire energy thing. But yeah, I mean, if you've got this, and of course, if you're stuck with it, then unfortunately you just have to see. But there is good volume and decent exchanges and decent circulation in terms of the supply. So yeah, that's all I can say right now. Avantis. Now, this one's good. This one's very good. And to be fair, it's not slowing down. It's listed on Binance now. I think, did they list it on the Binance Alpha or actual Binance? I can't remember which one it was. But what you have is the first, in my opinion, the first real leverage decentralized play that is able to one day compete with Hyperliquid. So this is a $300 million project. Hyperliquid is 14 billion, right? Now again, fueling leverage on Coinbase, and the largest derivatives exchange, RWA crypto assets protocol. I think this is an absolute gem. And the reason why I wasn't jumping all over it, sometimes you need to build conviction. You've got to build conviction, right? And this is, in my opinion, such an undervalued. However, it's pumped a lot. A lot of people haven't got a good entry on this. I think in our Discord, several people have it and have been in it from day one. So it is a super, super interesting play, and keep your eyes on it. And again, HB, fantastic call there. And I have been watching it. There's a lot of smart wallets that I track on Nansen that really have this. But if you believe, I mean, in my opinion, in the future, we're not going to be using exchanges anymore. We're not going to be using exchanges anymore, and everything is going to go on chain. And for that matter, if you believe that, we're able to front run the real key projects that are shaping this entire sector. No one's going to need a Binance or a Mexi or a KuCoin or whatever centralized exchanges out there, or a Coinbase. I think Coinbase still have that retail element, and they actually see that long term. They are front running everybody when it comes to that, like Hyperliquid is. The foundation, several service providers, also developers, several members contribute to the protocol, including 12 crypto native individuals, VCs, and again, the fixed supply, contract address. Let's have a look. You know, fully unlocked at TGE. So it was about 12% airdrop, 28% incentives. So tokenomics are not bad at all. Builders, and then there's the seed round, that's 26. So 12 months cliff and 30 months linear, 13% for the team. And again, foundation, and again, this is 4%, 0 TGE unlock, vest in 24 months, liquidity 6%. So I'm telling you now, like literally, yeah, sorry, we got listed on Binance Futures. But I think this is a narrative that's going to get bigger and bigger. And if you're watching this live stream today, take a long-term view on this, watch for any dips, slowly nibble at it, and let this project go into the billions. But I do believe Avantis will be competing, or at least taking a market share from the likes of Hype. Sorry to hear that. And SYND. Where is it? SY Syndicate. $300 million. Charts on its arse, which is normally a good time to look at these things. Market cap is fairly big. What do we have here? A layer 3 base. Not on mainnet yet. Mainnet is live actually now. Foundation, community-owned internet. Oh, they're coming for ICP, is it? For years, Web3 promised community ownership, but under the hood, most networks left. Yeah, okay. Syndicate mainnet is sequencing the backbone of its core. Probably needs more, obviously, for my end, it probably needs more more studying. But from what I see on Aerodrome and Mexi L Bank Gate, fully diluted valuation is pretty big, but the trading volume is good. So nearly 50% circulation, a 470 million out of 1 billion. 74, let's see. So this actually on the 18th of September, so a brand new launch. This was at what, $2 plus? 32%. And it was launched on, not bad at all. I think good one for the watch list for sure. Just a little bit in terms of how it came out and where the market cap is sitting right now. But nevertheless, that's a good one to keep an eye out on. I need to do more research is my answer, but so far off the box, I love when projects come out and just retrace a little bit. So all the weak hands get out, all the early investors try to dump it, and that's what it looks like right now. Yeah, Turbo said, don't sell at the bottom. But yesterday, I swapped my ALF into Toshi, and no confidence anymore. Hope, yeah. Hey, look, honestly, you have to do these sort of things, right? And again, you know, selling at the bottom is different. We know how micro caps can move, but brother, listen, congratulations. If you have conviction, then you've got to put everything behind it. Especially with all of the base bars. Yeah, I think it's also the hyper liquid bars. Bro said, do you think Toshi could be the meme of the cycle? It already is, in my opinion, because Pepe so far, of course, you've got so many meme coins that have technically at one point or another been the meme of the cycle. But this is so tiny compared to where it could go. And you know what? I'm so happy that we've been buying this at any of these dips. You know, I've been in Toshi for a long time. And I do believe, I mean, at 10x is 3 billion, right? Let's be fair. If Base launched their token, or even regardless of it, with the hype of Base, and people think this is just a meme coin. This has Toshi tools, man. This little cat is not messing about. You know, this is an entire utility for meme coins on the Base network. And I believe this should reach, at the very least, a 20 to about 50x from here. You know, memes can go nuts at the top of the cycle. I'm just so happy I remain convinced in Toshi, and I do believe a 10 billion, you know, if 10x is like just under 4 billion, let's say, I think this could do a 10 billion. You know, you can't say too many meme coins can get to that just like that. I do believe this is going to have more and more of that base mind share, to be honest. So looking at the price now, just think of when Pepe is sitting at 7 billion or whatever it is, you know, this could be the meme of the cycle, 100%. And, you know, if you look at fundamentally what Toshi does, and you know how it's presented on Base, it could be a hell of a meme coin. But I've shared several of these meme coins with the community today on the Base chain. And what about Benji? You know, Benji is nowhere to be seen. The chart looks absolutely cooked, right? It's just been trading at the bottom. But what I can tell you right now, this was not the first meme coin, the first project on Base. So you got to look at, you know, there's KeyCat, there's a few others, there's Miggles, there's Russell, Brian's dog. But this is back in the day. If you look at this pin, we are proud to announce that Benji is the first project on Base for which is now live tradable at Revolut app. So, you know, they don't have a native dog, right? We've got Brett, but this is a meme culture, I think, in the Base network. While I don't believe this chart has done a lot, what I do see is a trading volume of about $6 million and a native dog on the Base chain. You know, so yeah, Toshi is king. I think Toshi's Binance listing is coming, no doubt. Already listed on Coinbase. So yeah, I think it's a worthwhile time to explore the Base chain for sure. Is Chronos worth getting into now? And what do you think? How high could it go? And of course, are they going to launch their own coin, the Crow coin? They already have Chronos, right? CRO. Yeah, they already have the CRO token. Unless, sorry, I'm misunderstanding the question. Oh, sorry, Base. Sorry, yeah, Base. Base is going to launch their coin, and it'd be good to hold some Base tokens on a decentralized wallet. You know, and just lock it away. And of course, if they're going to do an airdrop, they'll probably do airdrop to the Base holders. But let's tackle Chronos. $8 billion, 22 billion fully diluted. Recent pump with the Trump announcement. And while I do believe the promised land for this token is that dollar mark, because last cycle this was one of the ones which had the hype to hit $1, and it kind of came back down. But you need more multipliers, right? Relatively safe multipliers. So I don't see the need in buying an $8 billion cryptocurrency right now. You could actually buy some of the better, safer cryptocurrencies sitting around $3 billion just to squeeze more multipliers. But I do believe the time for Chronos was genuinely, like, if you look at these pumps, that this is huge, right? This Trump news was just massive. So, you know, I remember back in the day, you know, this was like 5 cents for forever. You know, people just dumped it because they lost a lot of conviction. But the CRO will do maybe $1 from here, which is offering you not that much of a return, still having that large market cap. But 10x puts this at, you know, kind of, you know, 222 billion fully diluted and, you know, 80 billion. And I genuinely believe you can get into a low risk, high return, high reward play from here. So I wouldn't really go on to that one. It was fudded by Zach. Oh, shoot. Patty sold the, nice, bro. You can buy some back now. Apologies, my brother. I don't even know how that happened, man. I got out as soon as the FUD. Yeah, people follow. His words are, if he FUDs your project, you are cooked. Absolutely. MineSwap 2, down 55%. Still worth MinSwap. I don't think it's, let me see. 55%, $48 million market cap, very low trading volume. And 71 million fully diluted. The thing is, the layer one's going to do well, right? So think this is, what is it on? Cardano scan. Let's have a look at the holders. Let's take a look at the holders. The thing is, with these kind of plays, you just never know. You know, that pump there was absolutely delicious. And it's just a trading volume. Let's see what markets it's on. MEXC, CoinX, and directly with MineSwap. It's difficult. $53 million in terms of the TVL. And it does pump, but you need to sell this at the pump, right? Like literally, there's no other way to kind of handle it. But 55% down, Cardano, 50% circulation, nearly 60%. Just hold on and see how the market turns. You know, be patient with it. I think it would be one of those ones that just has a pump, like, you know, one pump, Cardano season. It definitely moves with Cardano. That's for sure. Base case price for Kaspa in this cycle. Thank you very much, Beebs. I think, look, the highest fib extensions I can possibly get out of Kaspa is around 80 cents, right? So if Kaspa did nothing and we called it a night, I think, you know, you can safely get out 50 cents and above because you don't want to wait for the 80 cents. But in my honest opinion, it just really depends on what catalyst they bring to the table. I know they're working on tons of different, it is my largest bag. You know, sometimes I feel like, you know what, should I get at least half of it into my second largest bag, either Sui or Tau? But I've been in Kaspa for many years now, and I'm not going to buckle at this moment. But what I would say is Kaspa needs a major catalyst, which I think it will get. And so the base case, absolutely worst case scenario, I think it's 80 cents. Best case scenario, I still hope that Kaspa goes between $1 to $3. It is doable, but that would need a better centralized exchange, smart contracts, a bunch of, you know, loads of stuff. This chart here, you know, one of the reasons I've never sold a bag of my Kaspa is because I've been in it since these early days. So the entry itself makes me feel better. It's generational. I never get below 7x, 5x, you know, so I don't have that pressure to look elsewhere. But I do believe fundamentally, if they bring out, they're already at 10 blocks per second. That's actually a crazy achievement right there. But we need to log TVL for Qace. I know Casplex and, you know, is the layer 2 officially now for Kaspa. Kaspa does need the smart contracts. Kaspa does need a Binance and a Coinbase. And that will be the Kaspa season coming back. Absolute gem. So basically, Cave caught this play super early. Let's see if they're listed on up 45% again. Hasn't really looked back. You know, from these lows when everybody was like, oh, you know, it's not happening. What's going on? You know, congratulations, my brother, because you posted this super early in our group. Still very small, in my opinion, in terms of like things like trading volume. But look at the market cap growth, right? From absolutely nowhere to bam, 20 mil, and now going towards, you know, to fully diluted $28 million market cap. And for those of you who don't know, really join our VIP group because you'll get to have the pleasure to see the likes of Cave there. You know, got some amazing people there. So no, they've got this thing where they load. But honestly, this is worth keeping on your tracks because it's done so well so far. And my brother has so much conviction in it that on the next dip, which never seems to be coming, by the way, I'd like to grab a little bag. Banker, is it? BankrCoin. I think we looked at this in the last live stream. This is a chart, right? This is a chart. 65 million fully diluted on base. Of course, had a pump to 100 million. And I'm mostly, sorry guys, I don't look at the price most of the time. I look at the market cap to actually try and get some definitive levels of entry. It has come back down a little bit from this pump. And yeah, I think Pratik, you've mentioned this to us. We talked about it on the live streams previously. But what can I say? Look, it's at the moment, Coinbase listed. It has fantastic volume from Coinbase, 5 million, and then Aerodrome as well. Very, very decent token. And again, you haven't seen what it is. AI-powered yield companion. It's an AI agent, basically. Honestly, let me know in the comments if you've actually used any of these AI agents. So Base is not playing around. It looks like they're doing a better job in vetting their launches. You still do get rugs, but with some of these fundamental plays, probably sign into the API. I like to use these types of protocols just to gauge what it is that they do. And not simply just follow the market cap. But yeah, very, very good coin. What is going on? My brother from KSA, the Republic, sorry, that's Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, RSA, Republic of South Africa. Mr. Mahindra, my brother, big shout out to you and the family. And of course, I'm sending you love. And yeah, smash the like. Not financial advice. Decent amount to put into the market. Low fee, low fee, low fee. And I know people think, you know, you've got Say there, you've got, of course, you've got our VIP gem there, Tyron, which is way more risky, right? We're not going to risk our money, but I think low fee is a good bet for high risk, high reward. Say is the safer option. But just like with Toshi, I do believe, I'm so happy, like it's come down to a level, and it may even come down some more, right? But this is gonna be a hell of a meme coin, in my opinion. Based on the team, based on their close relationship with Mr. Labs. So don't deploy it just yet. Wait for things to work out. We're not missing much, by the way, this week. But I will definitely put an alarm or alert or just watch Lofi. Because if we get a nice little dip, bam, you are good to go, my brother. Because I just feel like you'll make more money with it. I posted in the Discord yesterday, S&P Russell, yeah, wow. And all hit new ATH. If you don't want, yeah, man. It is happening. It is base season. I kid you not. Big facts. XBT is flying. Wow. Didn't even see it. Yeah, no, 100%. Micro caps will definitely fly, for sure. They will fly. It's just you suffer more with them. Exchange token, like, you know, Steve, I've never liked exchange tokens. Of course, BNB is an exception. OKX is an exception. Mexi, the MX has run tremendously well, but I just don't find them sexy at all. Yo, ill in the building. How are you, bro? Hope you're well. If gaming narrative and hybrid turns, do you think Star Atlas, Mavia, and Guns will have a potential? Absolutely. But I hold Mavia and Guns out of the list. Star Atlas is just Star Atlas. You know, we saw what it did last cycle. When the gaming scene on Solana was non-existent, pretty much only a few games available. So we are in a different times. But if I tell you, in terms of narrative growth, right? Let's have a look. So let's not even take my word for it, because sometimes people think that, you know, you've got some agenda with a particular token. And I'd like to look at data, narrative trackers, and stuff like that. So let's have a look at the last 7 days. Of narratives, right? Crypto gaming came back. If you saw last week, you saw you basically saw IMX doing crazy numbers. And overall, in the last 30 days, as far as narratives are concerned, GameFi is above. It's above. GameFi is above DePIN. Facts, right? I'm not lying. DXP is not telling you to buy gaming tokens because he likes crypto gaming and he talks about it. No, hell no, man. Look, GameFi, 10%. Smart contract platforms, DePIN, Ethereum, DeFi, liquid staking, Bitcoin, Politify, RWA, and Oracles were all outperformed by gaming. So the biggest category growth, as always, that's why you've got to have meme coins. That's 44% of all categories in the last 30 days have been meme coins. So we agree that we need to have exposure to meme coins in our portfolio. But then what came after it? There is decentralized identifier, or DID, Solana, prediction markets, data availability, centralized tokens that we were just talking about, social fi, AI, and then of course you've got NFT marketplace, but then gaming, bang there. So if you have 22 different narratives active in crypto tonight or today, decentralized gaming and gaming plays are bang in the middle. So I would say to you, yes, those are pretty pretty good picks. Mavia, despite all of the charts and what's going on, it's a very, very good high risk, high reward play with always liquidity in there. So whenever you exchange a token, some of them have hardly any liquidity. Slippage is high, but yeah, it's liquid. Gunzilla, I'm waiting for the Guns chain. It has to become its own layer one on Avalanche, like Beam, and they have to launch more utility for the token. But Guns is suppressed, by the way. It was shorted immediately after launch, and it should do a runner. So I hope I've answered your question, my brother, because that is the real fact that you need to actually base your decision on. Because everyone will tell you gaming is dead. But gaming in the last 30 days pulled in 14.35 billion in volume. Sorry, market cap. Sorry. Yeah, it pulled in about 4 billion in terms of volume. So yeah, take advantage of that, bro. I'm a big bullish on Shuffle. Let's Shuffle, man. That's like the cards game, huh? Sorry. Shuffle. 120 million. Sorry, 20 million in 120 million in market cap. Very good chart. Low volume. So look, volume is extremely low. Is it on DEX only? Possibly. Yeah, so exchanges wise, it's on XT. So not many exchanges at all. It looks like it got a recent listing, hence the low volume. God, I don't know. What am I looking at here? Transaction counts. Shuffle website is not loading. Yeah, website's not available, but it looks like the chart is decent. Probably needs more investigation. Original game slot, betting, of course, providing direct utility. So it's a betting token, and of course, that could come back. Cake. Biggest holdings: Devi, Aero, and Say. Mid caps: Alt, AI Tech, and few smaller positions like Epic, Sensei, EtherX, and Alf. Got a good mix there, more on the high risk, high reward side, but you've got Say to anchor that portfolio. And over time, that should really be your biggest bag. And then, of course, the rest of the projects are decent. Some are risky, but the rewards are exceptionally high. You know, you've got a good balance there. You could add maybe another mid to large cap in there as well. We just talked about Lofi in that as well. So yeah, it's not bad at all. But I'm going to work with you to continue to work on that portfolio. I believe there's few things we need to correct. And the next question is, what do I think about Cetus? Cetus pre-hack was epic, was one of my greatest calls, in my opinion. I've been in Cetus since tiny market cap, still has a decent TVL, and of course, Sui hasn't really taken off. So right now, the question is, are people trusting Cetus again or no? And so far, the chart, sorry guys, let's see where we at. Am I sharing another? Sorry, guys. I think my screen's stuck on the. Let me share something else. All right. So let's get back after that little freeze. Yeah, so Cetus, look, at the end of the day, I do hold Cetus. I do believe it will come back. There is competition on the Sui blockchain now, so Cetus doesn't have the monopoly anymore, but it's one of the ones I'm hoping to absolutely go and do a fantastic, maybe 10, 15, 20x in a very short space of time. The hack was a major setback in my opinion, but many projects have been hacked in the past, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I think the criticisms came by their response, and it was the first time for them too, but it does still remain a fundamental play within the SUI ecosystem. It's just all about the trust, and the TVL right now still at $88 million. There's Bluefin, there's few others in there, and SUI DeFi will grow, I'm sure. I mean, a lot of people, we saw this as the aerodrome, and it was, and I think it still is, the aerodrome of base. I mean, SUI, right? So I'm still holding my bag, man. I'm not gonna let it go until things get better for the whole SUI ecosystem. Some dollars under K, Foxy, Marvia, Carrot. Yeah, I think the yeah, don't go into it until we chat. We're gonna chat, I promise you. Yeah, Mav, maybe it's just a abbreviation, right? I'm sure you meant Marvia. Stephen, what's up, brother? It's over a tweet I had about saying, yep, got to that. So I'm so sorry. I'm so behind you guys. Alongside any crypto projects, and then whoever runs OPP on Twitter had a reply lost. CC Dog, James, good shout. Look, I love both. I've covered both. I think the potential for both of them is great. I mean, at the moment, we had Kokoro went up today, and for some reason, people don't understand where you can buy this on MetaMask. It's up 4% today. Right, Kokoro is up 4% today. It's still blocked from Uniswap, and like I said before, that has to be solved. But CC Dog, not only is it funny, it is absolutely. I mean, it is a cultural icon, right? Let me get to see if I can encourage the dog. This dog has enough courage. And I did, if you haven't seen my video on this, go and check it out. The dev is very, very good. And I do believe this is funny enough for this to absolutely catch fire. And also there's listings, in my opinion. The dev does not mess about when it comes to listings. So for me, I have actually put this in my list of meme coins that I think could do very, very well. I did an excellent video on this. If you haven't seen it, check it out on the channel. And I started watching, a bit of Courage with my daughter as well. So yeah, big up to Courage. And I'm sure Kokoro, listen, Kokoro has an immense community as well. Big up to the Kokoro family. And it's up 5% today. So looks like there's plenty of life left in the tank. And once Vitaly sells anyway, it's gonna be everywhere. Qace is pumping. Qace is unbelievable, man. Rice Project is the only project partnered with Floki and is a robotic coin. Let's have a look at Rice. I thought you were talking about Declan Rice for a minute. Rice AI, $16 million market cap, and Rice Floki. Good shout. Floki reserves are immense, by the way. Floki. So Mexi and a few others. And of course, let's have a look. Robotics workforce. This is going to be a narrative. .Floki domain. I mean, still relatively small, in my opinion. Chart looks good. Of course, tokenomics don't look that great off the bat. You have to do a bit more research on that, but that is an area that's going to grow a lot more. Bitty, the Bitcoin mascot. I haven't really looked into it, though. I can't remember if I saw that. I saw this before. The Bitcoin mascot is at $8 million market cap. Is this the OG one on Solana? I mean, the OG meme, pumped up fun. I mean, listen, you know, it is nicely consolidating there. And got a couple of listings. Original Bitcoin mascot. Yeah, that's what I meant. There's another version on ETH as well. I'm not sure if it's the same ticker. But yeah, man, memes are moving to Solana. Solana has a lot of liquidity, right? But this grumpy mascot is fine. Dogging me, the lowest meme coin, market cap meme coin on base. Yes, I've sent out a base. I sent out a base memes update, and it was in there today. 32 million market cap, and yeah, it was in there. Pretty good meme coin, to be honest. I mean, I've seen this one since microcap. Probably stopped me from buying it after the pump, but yeah, could I pitbull there? It's yeah, I think the normies will love this for sure. You got some dog in you, bro. Love it. Jenny said, I have 2 meme coins for the moment. Bank. So Bank would be Rob Banks, right? Sorry, Bonk. I can't even read. And Ponky. Yeah, pretty decent. Both solid. Big caps as well. So bullish on Kita to the moon. Wouldn't copy be an issue for CDOG? I don't think so. I mean, I don't think they're a petty petty cabal. Dusk and data. 29, let's see. Yeah, bluefin over. Skip a little bit here. As for DePIN, Aether, and Peak. Yeah, they're killing it. I mean, everybody thought they were dead, and they came back out of nowhere. Liquidity is just about to start, guys. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it there because I'm going to go and have my nightly chill out. But I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. And next time, please join us. Like and share. Subscribe if you're new. Love you guys. Have a wonderful night. I'm going to go and take a very good chill out pill now. Good night, guys. I'll do another live stream tomorrow, obviously. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, guys. God bless.